is. It seems that even when I pay them all in advance, I'm just one step ahead of an eviction notice. It's like salmon swimming upstream to lay its eggs and die, fighting against the grain its whole life, only worrying about getting to its death. I wonder what those people think who never have to worry about being evicted. The posh ones sucking down a Starbucks at $5 a latte, or the CEO who can't boil himself some mac and cheese. The irony being that their brains are much bigger than that of a salmon. It's not that I'm resentful, hell no. If someone handed me a few $1 million, I'd take it no questions asked and run off to some resort island where all my favorite drugs are legal, and I never have to see any of the materialistic airheads coming out of the Gap ever again. How many times do these people walk down the street without feeling like they've seen all the fashions rehashed before their sunglass-shaded eyes? I can't stand the upper class these days. They're nothing but white trash with money, lottery winners, and dot-commers. The only people these days trying to come off as having good taste are the ones in suburbia who can barely afford it. Soccer moms and 9-to-5 dads who spend the extra money they have on a nice centerpiece for their table, or a faux ottoman for the hallway to use as a talking point. That's right, Mom and Dad. You tell your stories over moderately priced wine with a French-sounding name to your friends while the PS2 raises your kids. It's okay, they don't mind. You taught them not to. I hope they're appreciated by their parents. I really do. One day they'll go to take them to soccer practice and find out that little Johnny is a cross-dresser and their daughter is smoking crack. I guess the only big question then is, will their affection for child psychology and lots of pills save them before the big game on Saturday? The salt of the earth. That's what my father affectionately calls them. His greatest lesson to me was, son, the world needs ditch diggers. Just make fucking sure you aren't one of them. These, my friends, are the ditch diggers. Labeled as such like fast food employees labeled a loser. Anyone making below the average yearly income at the bottom of the pyramid, holding up everyone in all of their INS law-breaking glory. Offended yet? Is everything I said untrue? A misperception of my surroundings, perhaps? Are these not the same things we all think when a twinge of guilt fires upon the synapses as we see a beggar on the sidewalk with a baby stroller? My heart bleeds for exactly 1 second before I think, I wonder where he got the black magic marker for his sign. I'm a horrible person. I can see this in my reflection looking back at me from the pupils of another person's eyes when I tell them everything I've told you. I see myself in their eyes, and my own look is one of disgust. How could I say such things? How can I stand here and attack an entire socioeconomic structure made up of greed, ignorance, and sleaze of all varying degrees? What's my goddamn point? Have you looked out your window recently? Have you seen that the Purple Mountains majesties are filling with ski resorts and militias? That our amber waves of grain are having wind turbines built on them so we can power our hibachi grills and plug in vibrators? Is anyone else as freaked out as I am that there's a hole in our sacred skies? I see all of this and you expect me to be chipper about it? To be optimistic for the whales? Fuck you. I've got someone else who needs catering to before I can worry about migrant workers' financial infrastructures. And that's me. I'm part of the problem. I know it. I'm part of the middle class. I work ridiculous hours for complete assholes and produce an inferior product, all for what? So the suburbanites can have a new TV set for the front porch. So my bosses can have a new BMW next year. We're living the American nightmare when we buy into the feeling that money and power will make all the fear go away and we can sail down to Cancun for the weekend. The lines between the classes have become so fuzzy, I have no idea where even I am. I live in what many would call paradise and where many others would call hell. I can't decide if I'm on my way up or slowly sliding into the abyss, and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know where to go or what books to read, what God to praise or what drugs to shoot to make it all better. But I do know what makes it worse. NAFTA treaties, the Mall of America, CNN, those who perpetrate the problems in the class system by trying to make us all get along with peace rallies and hands across America, or the ones who think that driving a hybrid car makes you a real patriot. I wake up every morning and realize that there are 6 billion people all breathing the same air I am, each one of them all working to fit in as much as they can before their final eviction notice, before they get to the end of the stream, right back where they started, where we all pay our final debts and settle up the bills before we are allowed to rest. There's no way for me to escape it, so I welcome it with open arms. All I can do is make sure I'm not digging a ditch until it happens.